keep it too real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second of two games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him.
And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
How about that play for Peoples-Jones, and how about the 2022 he had? Former 6th-rounder topped 800 yards, going from primarily a deep threat to a well-rounded starting receiver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss loss of a yard. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked in terms of...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Chubb producing on that run, and he produces year after year for the Browns. 3rd in the league with over 1,500 yards in 2022. He quietly is in the top 20 all-time in both yards and touchdowns in a player's first 5 seasons.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
In motion comes the tight end left. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Bulldozes past him. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Motion man is Schwartz. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Prescott. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3, second down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Prescott. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
From the gun, here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
24 down, he's coming. At 59. At 55.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They will indeed snap it to Watson. chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Prescott. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Equanimeous St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Here's Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Inside the 20.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Watson, off play action.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here go 46. 26.
Second down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he gets it down to the 32. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on fourth down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Here go 47. 26.
Fourth down, Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing again is Watson. Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Prescott now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers. That's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the Browns are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave, so they took their shot but couldn't connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. Able to slip, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Watson now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Watson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. There he goes, right side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
It's a gain of a yard.
Pollard again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Watson to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Pollard one more time. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tony Pollard with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Faking the give, now Watson. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Pittsburgh, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week.